Good morning and welcome. We are in beautiful Limnos Island at Clover Retreats in Calliope. I am so fortunate to be here, and this is day 2 of our retreat here, and I'd like you to follow along with us, and maybe sometime you'll join me. Today's a little bit windy here. The beach looks beautiful from here, but that wind brings that Vata energy, a little anxiety, a little more busyness in the mind. So we're going to do a nice slow flow Vata practice. We're going to slow down our breathing, some nice sun salutations, and we're just going to make this easy and light. All right, as always, this is your practice, your body, so if it doesn't feel good, don't do it, and just follow along as best you can. Use all the props you need. I believe fully in using those to help guide you through our practice. I've got one block with me at the front of my mat. I'd implore you to take your own, and let's start by taking our 2 feet to the top of the mat. Let's reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Big full breath in. And then we're going to press the palms together and just exhale them down through the heart. Nice strong breaths in and out through the nose, that Ujjayi breath. Really feeling it at the back of the throat. Let's do that again. Inhale, soften the knees, reach up high. Press the palms together. One more time. Big breath in. Exhale. This time we're going to really bend the knees deep and then go all the way to the tippy toes. Inhale. That wind, exhale. 2 more times like that. Bend the knees. Last one. All right, hands to the heart, big breath in. Keep the feet rooted this time. Let's fold forward all the way down. Soften the knees, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, plant through the palms, step back, high plank. Either lowering the knees or staying high, we're going to lower all the way down. Elbows like little grasshoppers all the way down. Chin, chest stops. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, lower. Tops of the feet press, pubic bone presses, little lift to the belly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep those feet pressing down, lift the belly just slightly off the mat, pulling, strengthening that low back. And then pressing through the hands up through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze comes forward. Exhale, we're going to step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins or hands to thighs, halfway lift, nice flat back. Draw the shoulders down the back, little tuck of the chin. Pull that belly back to spine. Exhale and fold. Reach the arms all the way up, nice big swoop up to the tippy toes. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, reach up, lift up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Pause here. Drop to the knees, lower all the way down. Just one time this time. Inhale. And then exhale through tabletop, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze comes forward. Exhale, step top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, reach and rise all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Step back, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, find that back bend. Exhale, press back up through tabletop, downward facing dog, and breathe. Big breath in. Press through the hands, soften the knees. Can you get length from those fingertips all the way to the shoulder? Open through the heart here. Let the heart melt down towards the thighs. Tailbone lifts a little bit higher. Maybe the heels lift. If as you plant the feet down, you find rounding in the back and more pressure in the shoulders, really try to bend those knees so you can sink that heart down. Take one more breath here. One more exhale. We're gonna step the right foot forward for warrior one. Back toes turn out slightly, hips are facing forward. Bend into that front knee, rise the arms. Big breath in. Stay for the exhale. We're gonna capture that energy here. Keep the mind focused. So inhale, reach the arms up, straighten through the front leg. And then we're gonna bend into that front knee, reach the arms to the back of the room. Little pressure through those triceps, really reach through those fingertips. All right, we're gonna go high, straighten through the front leg, arms reach all the way up. Big breath in. And then exhale, we bend back in, soften the shoulders, reach the fingertips strong through the triceps. All right, keep moving. Inhale, we rise. Think about your feet pressing in, that foundation, that energy lifting up through the thighs. And then as you root down, as you bend through that front knee and fold into this, think about that line from the heel to the hip to the head, like you are an arrow shooting forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, reach it back. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, reach it back. Pause here. Deep breath in. And then exhale, plant through the hands. Let's go through that flow again. Come to that high plank. Exhale, we lower down. Inhale, find that halfway lift, baby cobra. Maybe you want an up dog. Press through the toes, lift through the belly. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Long breath out. Step the left foot forward this time. Plant the right foot down. Feel the outside energy in that back foot reaching. Bend into this front knee. Reach the arms up to the sky. Big breath in. And now you know where we're going. Inhale, reach through that front leg, reach up to the sky. Exhale, ground down, straighten the arms, reach them back, bend into that front knee. Gaze goes to the toes. Inhale, rise up. Gaze goes to the sky. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. So feel that foundation. As you move through, I want you to feel the energy through the thighs all the way up to the fingertips. And when you root it down, I want you to feel like you're reaching into the earth, really grounding yourself down. Just 2 more times. Exhale here. Inhale. All right, last one. Exhale, and we stay. Feel that groundedness. Little lift up through the pelvic floor, strong through the fingertips. Nice long line from the heel to the hip to the head. Take one more breath in, and then plant the hands down. Let's find that flow again. So find that plank pose, strong through the arms, strong through the shoulders, lower all the way down. Your choice on back bend. Inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Big full breath in here. Long breath out. Soften through the knees. Big breath in. Long breath out. Big breath in. Long breath out. All right, right foot comes to the top of the mat. High lunge. So that back heel is going to lift. That foot presses forward. That heel presses forward. Rise up. We're going to keep a little bend in that back knee. Maybe walk it in so that the knee, got my nice flowy pants on, but my knee is under the hip here. So we're thinking about really grounding ourselves down, rooting and getting strong. The wind cannot move us. We are like a tree. We may sway, but we are rooted. All right, we're going to bend that knee down, and we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, squeeze it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. All right, keep moving. When you reach up, think about lifting everything up, squeezing through the quads. When you bend down, think about squeezing those shoulders together. And as we reach, we find that length. Draw up through the quads, up through the body, up to the fingertips. Strengthen down, lift up. 3 more times. Keeping that breath through the nose. Last time, stay here. We're gonna hold the bend in the knee for 3, 2, 1. Straighten that warrior 1. Bend into that front leg. Big breath in. And then exhale, we're gonna find Parsvottanasana. So maybe it would feel better for you to walk that foot in a little bit. Maybe it would feel good to find a block under that front hand. But straighten through that front leg. That right hip is gonna try to drop down, lift it up. Hands either on blocks or on the floor, maybe a chair. And then we're gonna fold in. Find a smooth, slow breath. Feel your feet rooted down. Little tuck of the belly. If you feel the right hip trying to creep up, pull the right hip back. Maybe soften the head just a little bit more. Big breath in. Long breath out. All right, next breath in, bend into that front knee. We're gonna find that high plank pose. Step back, high plank. Nice and slow, lower all the way down. Exhale. Inhale, find your back bend. And then exhale, find downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Left leg steps forward. We find that high lunge on the other side. Bend into that knee. Rise up. Find the stability, really root down. We squeeze the shoulder blades down the back. Pull the chest open, opening through the heart. Inhale, we rise. All right, exhale, root it down, ground down, nice and strong. Inhale, find that lift through the whole body. Exhale, root it down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. All right, exhale, we stay. Pause and breathe. Sink and root even deeper down. Big full breath in. Long breath out. Can you get a little lower? Big breath in. All right, straighten that back heel. We're gonna walk those toes in just slightly. We'll find Parsvottanasana. So either, again, you have the block in front. Straighten through the front leg. If the hip tries to come forward, we pull it back. Soft bend in the knee. If you're someone who likes to hyperextend, really pay attention to when you're sinking into your joints. We want to create strength and length. A little pull up of the belly. And then maybe you fold down. The hands need to be planted on something to find that grounding. Head hangs heavy. Can you soften just a little bit more? One more breath in. One more breath out. All right, gaze comes forward, top of the mat. This time we're gonna step the right to meet the left, take them nice and wide, sink the hips low, Malasana. Hands come all together. We're still with me, we're in Malasana. This is what happens when we are on a beautiful windy island here. Let's come back together. So staying in that Malasana pose. Here we go. Deep, full breath in. Long breath out. Take one more big breath in here. And then plant the hands, hips rise. Big breath in. Long breath out. Halfway lift, keep the feet nice and wide, and then we'll sink down back to that Malasana pose, hands to heart. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, butt lands, hands come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink down, Malasana. Exhale, fold. 3 more times, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale and stay. Big breath in. Long breath out. And then nice and slow, we're going to come to sitting all the way down. Take the feet out in front of you. Reach the arms out in front of you. Get nice and tall through the spine. And then we're going to roll through the belly. Pull the belly back to spine. Roll down. Keep the shoulders down away from their backs. Feel the abdominals turn on. Feel them supporting you here in this pose. No pain in the hip flexors. Just those beautiful abdominals working to keep you here. We're going to lift the right leg. Lift the left. Tap the right foot down. Tap the left. Lift the left. Lift the right. Drop the right. Tap the left. Keep the scoop. If you need to come up and reset, if you feel your quadriceps turning on or your low back starting to get sore, we really need to engage these abs. So nice and tall, roll back. Find the exhale to pull that belly back to the spine. Right leg lifts, left leg lifts. Right leg drops, left leg drops. Left leg, right leg, right leg, left leg. Right leg, left leg, left, right, left, right, right, left. One more time. Right, left, left, right. Whoo, rise up. Take the feet together, Baddha Konasana, and fold. Knees nice and wide here. You can even massage the soles of the feet if they're tight or sore with those thumbs. But think about getting tall. Think about the shoulder blades coming down the back. And when we fold into things, instead of thinking about rounding for that scoopy belly, I want you to think about your belly button reaching up towards the sky, like somebody's has balloons in the sky and they're going away and you want to catch them. Get nice and tall through the heart and chest. And then maybe you find some room to come forward, not forward down, forward up. Big breath in. Long breath out. Take 1 more big breath in. All right, knees come together, rise up all the way down to the ground. Let's take the arms in a T. Knees are going to come together. Take a big breath in. Knees go to the left. Inhale, back up. Knees go to the right. Gaze goes to the left. Let's add that neck in. Gaze comes to center, knees come to center. Knees go left, gaze goes right. Inhale, center. Knees right, gaze left. Inhale, center. Knees left, gaze right. 1 more time. Inhale, center. Knees right, gaze left. Inhale, center. Hug the knees in. Breathe. Notice that prana, that energy in the body. Notice as you move with the breath, you create this stability, this groundedness. And as the movement stops, that calm, that peace, that rootedness stays. long in Savasana and stay here as long as you like. If you have a meditation practice, now is a really good time to find a little meditation, whether seated or laying down. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. From my heart to yours, namaste.